凉菜 have arrived, but the hot dishes, 热菜, are a little slow in coming. 忙不过来了, we're too busy. 太忙了 also means to be too busy, but 忙不过来了 is to be so busy that you just can't keep up. 忙不过来了. The restaurant is busy because so many people like Sichuan food. 川菜的口味一般人都能接受，很大众化。Most people can handle the flavor of Sichuan food. It's very common. 接受 is to accept. They can accept it. Even though Sichuan food is very spicy, it's also popular with the masses. 很大众化。
这里客人太多了，都忙不过来了。
是啊，看来中国人很喜欢吃川菜。
川菜的口味一般人都能接受，很大众化。
到底 is one of the structures we're going to be looking at today. 到底 literally means get to the bottom, find out the truth. 中国菜里的油到底大不大? Is Chinese cooking really that oily? 中国人到底胖不胖? Are Chinese people really overweight? Let's get to the bottom of this. 拜托了, that's a polite way of requesting somebody else to do something for you, to do you a favor. 拜托了, could you do this for me, please? Sometimes it's used sarcastically like, oh, spare me. 拜托了, you do it.
中国菜油很大，可是中国人并不太胖，这是为什么呢？
可能中国人的运动量比较大，骑自行车走路的人比较多。
我觉得这个问题还挺复杂的。中国菜里面的油到底大不大？中国人到底胖不胖？都是值得研究的问题。
那这个问题就拜托你了。
Okay, time to pay for the meal. 结账 is the proper or correct way to say pay the bill, but 买单 has become a common colloquial expression in Mandarin. Originally, this comes from the Cantonese dialect. Remember that I said Cantonese restaurants were probably the most common style of Chinese restaurant around the world? Nowadays, everyone knows the Cantonese expression 买单. Okay, let's watch that part again.
结账为什么叫买单呢？
买单其实是从广东话来的，广东话说结账就说买单。
Welcome to our little tea house where we'll talk about some of the background issues that we came across in today's lesson. You know, most major cities in the West have some kind of Chinese community area or Chinatown. In Chinese, the expression 唐人街 is the most common. Tang is the name of one of the greatest dynasties in Chinese history. It's a golden period of history. So some of the early Chinese immigrants to the West referred to themselves as Tangren. This is similar to the expression Hanren. Han was the name of another great dynasty. But nobody calls Chinatown Hanrenjie. For whatever reason, the term Tangrenjie is the most common one. 中国城 is a direct translation of the English Chinatown, 中国城. Now, for cities that have a large Chinese community, sometimes the term 华人社区 is used. 社区 is a community, much larger than just one or two streets, with a few Chinese shops and restaurants. Of course, apart from buying special products imported from China, one of the main reasons for visiting Chinatown is to try the restaurants. Unfortunately, many Chinese restaurants overseas are not very authentic. Sometimes it seems that a new style of Chinese cooking has been invented just for restaurants overseas. For example, you'll have a hard time finding egg rolls or fortune cookies anywhere in China. Some newer restaurants overseas are fairly authentic, although southern cooking styles, especially Cantonese, are by far the most dominant. Now let's take a closer look at a specific language point that came up in today's dialogue. 到底, really, after all. It literally means to the bottom. Like the way we say in English, get to the bottom of something. What's the true story? For example, 我们到底几点去故宫? What time are we going to the Forbidden City after all? 我们到底几点去故宫? Here's another example. 我们的票到底订到了没有? Were our tickets reserved after all? What's the story? 我们的票到底订到了没有? Okay, let's go back now and see how they used 到底 in today's dialogue.
中国菜油很大，可是中国人并不太胖，这是为什么呢？
可能中国人的运动量比较大，骑自行车走路的人比较多。